Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to another Escapement Show. I nearly said Apprentice Show. 'Cause we've got the Watch Apprentice with us. How are you doing, Watch Apprentice?
Hiya. How are you?
Yeah, doing good, thanks. How are you
Good.
doing this Saturday? Looks like a nice sunny Saturday where you are.
Yeah, it started off. We had a shower earlier, Thomas, and now the sun's out and it's really warm. I've got my doors open on my front on my front room. So yeah, nice breeze coming through. Luckily, it's all
Lovely.
lovely now.
And we got Abdul R Watches. How you doing,
Hi,
Abdul? Good
everybody.
to see you.
Good to
Hi
see you as
Abdul,
well.
pleased to meet you, mate.
Pleased to meet you as well.
And we got Russell in the chat. Good to see you, Russell, my friend.
Good morning, Russell.
Hi, Russell.
And Kevin Hawthorne. Good morning from Lakeland, Florida.
Wow.
You must be up early, my friend.
You can't sleep.
Very early.
You can't sleep, Kevin. No.
Good morning, Kevin.
Stalwart viewers, Kevin.
Thanks for
Yeah,
joining
great
us,
to
Kevin.
see you,
It's
Kevin.
much appreciated. Thank you for your support, sir.
Yeah, so we thought we'd talk about summary watches, affordable summary watches. I mean, there's loads, tons of them. I mean, there's G-Shocks galore we could go into, but I haven't included any of those. There's swatches, tons of swatches which are affordable. I haven't gone into many of those. I mean, other obvious summary watches are things like the Rolex OPs that came out. I mean, they were nice, colourful watches, weren't they? And the Omega Aquaterras that followed, they were very colourful. We get a lot of colourful Breitlings and things like that. Did you have any? You wanted to? You mentioning you had some that you'd seen, the Watch Apprentice, and
I talk about summertime watches. I mean, if you wanted, I mean, you could. All you would need to do is just go to the G-Shock website and just. There's plenty of summertime watches, you know, that you could pick and choose. Colourful, you know, plain, not so blingy. They're just so affordable as well. You know, you just one website would you know, the G-Shock website would suffice. You know.
Absolutely, yeah, tons of them, all different colours. Yeah. Good morning, Francine. How you doing, Francine Gallio?
Good morning.
Gallo.
Good morning, Francine. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, G-Shock. I mean, G-Shock could cover it all. And the Chapek Lanakai. I mean, that's a great summary watch with the ripple dial of the Hawaiian beach. Yeah, definitely.
And I think the Rolex, the new release, I'll call it the bubble dial. You know, the Oyster Perpetual
celebration dial.
If you can get hold of that, what a summary time watch that would be as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. And to me, that is absolutely stunning and out of the box of Rolex when you think about it. You know, it's not their normal release, is it? It's just.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that came from the OP dials in 2021 that were released. But I'm going to start on some budget watches. And, I mean, the Watch Apprentice and I went to the BQ show a while back, and a couple of brands that were there, one was out of order. Now, they did some really nice watches. They did a Shaker collection, which were after cocktails, and this is an out order of GMTs, £499, which is quite a good budget. Each inspired by a particular cocktail, and the bezels and cases are given a worn look, they say, using out of order's patented aging process. 300-meter water resistant. They're using a Seiko NH34A. and they come packaged in a cocktail shaker, so they're keeping with that cocktail theme. And I mean, they come in lots of different dials. They had the, I've forgotten what this one's, the Bomber Blue. I think the last one was the After 8. We've got the Cosmopolitan cocktail.
Unusual.
The Irish coffee cocktail. The margarita. And of course, sex on the beach. So you can see very colourful dials. I like them.
It sounds like they were named by an alcoholic, though, Thomas, doesn't it?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, they did the watches.
Listen, they're really nice. They're really nice.
You see this, the Cosmopolitan here is,
yeah.
Going that this reminds me of the next brand, which were at the BQ event, which I was going to pull up, and that is Studio Underdog. I mean, their watermelon watch is a
watermelon. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, these chronographs are £500. I mean, using Siegel ST 1901 column wheel chronographs, and they're made just outside of Reading and been going for about 5 years, run by Richard Bank. And they've got the Desert Sky, the watermelon, the Minchok chip, and the Goofy Panda. But the watermelon and the Desert Sky are really colourful summer watches.
Exactly,
really,
yeah.
Really nice. Really, really nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this watermelon one, I think I saw it a lot of times on Instagram when they came out. They were pretty popular.
Yeah, Russell likes the watermelon colours. Yeah, definitely for me as well, Russell.
Yeah, that's definitely a summery watch, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. I mean, I was I picked out watches that were sort of colourful, basically. To go with it. And maybe if you've got a nice watch rotation, you don't want to spend a lot of money on a summer watch, which is just going to be for a bit of colour. You just want to keep the budget down, maybe. And this fits into that ballpark grey. I mean, £500. If you can get on the waiting list, I've seen them on eBay for £500. And this retailer, Mr. Porter. Is it Mr. Porter? Let's just check again.
What is
James Porter and Son?
All right.
James Porter and Son seem to be doing them. So I don't know whether they're a stockist of them.
So I don't suppose you know, Thomas, how long you'd have to wait for one if you ordered it, no?
Yeah, you have to wait until they got a window open normally, Studio Underdog. Right. And they had one in May, and then it's a 9-hour window, I think, and you order them, and then they're a quality company, and they pay attention to making sure that they can supply the watches and get them together and then quality checking them, testing them, and assembling them and testing them again, and making sure that they can fulfill the wait list that they've got, you know, before they open up another window. So, yeah, Richard does a great job.
Yeah, I do like that. I do like that watermelon dial. It's lovely.
So I'll move on to some cheaper watches. Go back down the pecking order. Now this is a really good buy, I think. £111. The Timex Q reissue. Now this is the Timex Q reissue, 38mm, green and yellow bezel, first released in the 1970s, in 1979 I believe, with the red and blue bezel, as seen here. And but this is a quartz, 50 meters water resistant. It's got this adjustable stainless steel bracelet. A bit of a hair pincher, apparently, that bracelet. It's meant to be.
Yeah, I can confirm that. I had one of these Timex, and even though I'm not a hairy person, it was definitely pinching the hairs that I have on my wrist.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely a hair pincher, the bracelet, if you're not careful. But I really like this bezel layout, this bezel color. Reminds me a bit of the Rolex Sprite with the green bezel.
What would have been nice, I think, if you know, I'm not really. I've got one watch, Thomas, that's on a bracelet, but like looking at this watch, if this was on a green or a yellow rubber strap, I think this would really knock it out the park. You know?
Yeah, well, can you adjust the straps on these, Abdul?
Yeah, I put some straps on it. It looked really nice. I had the blue and black one, the Pepsi color combination, and I had it on a blue rubber strap, and it really matched it really well. So I definitely recommend anyone buying this watch to take out the bracelet as soon as you get the watch and just put a strap on it.
Yeah, definitely, Abdul. Definitely. If you check, you'd be surprised what you know when you change your strap out to a watch, what it can do to it. You know.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, that's another
Totally
thing.
agree.
And I'll show you what I mean in a minute.
Yeah.
That's another thing you can do with watches is strapify. You know,
Yeah.
just change straps out for your watches for summer, and you get a totally different look.
Yeah.
Yeah, a great look. Yeah, we got Y2K. How you doing, my friend? Good morning, all from Singapore. It's been a while, but I promise all of you I'll be back soon. Thank you for your support. Great to see you, Y2K. Great to see you.
Thanks for joining us.
Great to see you, Y2K.
Good to see you, and it'd be great to see you back soon, my friend. Yeah. So that was the Timex Q. What we got next?
Yeah, I think we also had a really nice point about the straps, because a lot of people get a watch and they're like, oh, I don't like how it feels, I don't like how it wears on my wrist, and then just by switching to a rubber strap or a NATO or something like that just transforms the watch, and you get to enjoy it much more. And I think a lot of people let's say neglect the effect of having a new strap on the watch that just changes how the watch feels and looks.
Let me just put this on and tell me what you guys think and what the chat thinks as well regarding interchanging straps. And I'll explain why I did it. Just bear with me. And
I think I know what's coming here.
yeah, you've seen it, I think. I've seen it.
Yeah, it's a great one. This
Nice.
that
That's
looks
really
great.
nice.
And that's and that was an accident really, because when I purchased this Cartier, it come with a black leather strap, and over the years the strap deteriorated with the sweat from my wrist, and I thought, you know, I don't really want to buy another leather strap because the same thing's going to happen. So I thought, you know what, I had a look on the online, and Watch Gecko. I don't know if you've heard of them. Watch Gecko
Yeah.
had a sale,
Yeah.
and this strap is is a Zulu diver.
It's like an is it isofrane? Is it an isofrane?
It's like a silicon. It's like a silicon. It feels. It does. People call it rubber, but it's so soft. I think it's silicon rather than rubber. But that's what it does. That's what interchange. That's what a strap could do to a watch. You know,
it looks great.
It looks really nice.
Do you think it makes it so summery, the color?
Yeah, I was just gonna say it looks really like a summer watch with the white dial and the orange.
Yeah.
It's the perfect summer watch.
And this is what you could do with your watches. You know, if you think they're looking dull, or just as Abdul said, just have a look at the straps. Just get a white strap or an orange strap or a yellow strap and just experiment. You'd be surprised what it could do to your watch. Honestly.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Thomas.
Not at all. No, it's great. We love to see it.
Yeah. And I think orange is one of these colors that for this summer, I see a lot of people wearing orange straps all around the beaches here.
Yeah. Well, Abdul, where I am, I haven't got that problem. There's no beach near me, my friend. So.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah, orange.
I have to go about 40 miles to go to a beach.
Orange is a very popular color, though, isn't it?
Very summery color. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
As we know from the dock styles and the.
It was just to prove a point, Thomas, about what you can do with a watch. The different things you could do with it. As I say, the interchangeable straps could make it, just give it that extra little bit.
Absolutely, yeah. So there's one that Abdul recommended, which was the Citizen Pro Master. This is the Citizen Pro Master Diver Eco Drive, £269, which is good budget as well. This is 36.5 mil, so it's for the smaller wearer maybe. Solar powered eco drive movement, which is how summary can you get? I mean, 6 months power reserve once charged, using the solar power dial. Orange mini hand. We're talking about orange. Blue second hand, blue strap, blue indices, blue bezel. So it's got a lot of blue in there.
Yep.
Date of 4 o'clock. I've never seen a day of 4 o'clock. I've seen them at 4:30, but I've not seen them at 4. And so I found that quite interesting. And 200-meter water resistance for your diving in the summer. So, yeah, this is a good choice, Abdul. What were your thoughts on this?
I have still the bigger version, the 44 millimeters one, and it wears excellent on my wrist. I have a medium size wrist, so 17 centimeter in circumference. And I saw that they just released new ones, let's say a unisex model for, let's say, younger people with smaller wrists or women. And I thought, yeah, that looks really cool. And what I like also is that they have this orange minutes hand, where like your watch, I combined it also with an orange strap. So I'm wearing mine on orange strap as well. And it's an ISO certified diver. It's, like you said, an eco drive movement, so solar powered. And it's one of these watches that I just put on and forget about it. I just swim, go any tangent, any scratches, everything, no care in the world about it, and it just takes the beating and lives. And I think this is one of the, for me, an important point for a summer watch. You want a watch that you don't have to pamper it while you're walking on the beach or going out or doing anything that you might feel, oh, I might scratch my watch. Because every time I come here in the summer, I go to the beaches with my friends, and I see this the past 5 years. People started wearing budget watches on the beach instead of having the Submariner, the let's say the usual suspects on the beach, the Omega Seamaster, and so on. And now I see more, let's say, Pro Masters. I see G-Shocks. I see even Apple Watches a lot. And I think that's a trend that people are starting to say, okay, the watch now is, I bought it for 10, I can sell it for 15, so maybe I won't scratch it on the beach with the sand and everything. I'll just wear this watch for 200, 300 pounds and just get on with it.
Exactly. That's why I thought of the topic, because people a lot of the time when they go on holiday, they don't want to take the expensive watches. They just want, they know they're going to get sand in it. They know that they're going to get a lot of water and it's just going to get beat up. So why take an expensive watch?
The only reason I don't wear a watch on the beach is because I don't want that white mark on my wrist when I get a suntan. I come home, it looks like I'm wearing a watch all the time, and all it is a white patch on my wrist where I've been wearing a watch.
Unfortunately, I have this one very big right now.
Yeah, so I got Jay Gray saying hi to Y2K, wishing him all the best.
Jay Gray, thanks for joining, Jay Gray. Thank you.
Yeah, Russell was saying, like you were saying, Watch Apprentice, about rubber straps. The Langer Odysseus is transformed by a rubber strap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised just by changing out the strap what it can do. But what I liked about that Citizen was not only the blue rubber, but I liked the date and the crown at 4 o'clock, which was a nice touch.
A lot of people don't like crowns at 4 o'clock. It's funny, isn't it? But I don't have anything against them.
Because mostly crowns are at 3 o'clock. But that just, I don't know, it just done something for that. It just done something for that watch. Not just the date at 4 o'clock, Thomas, but also the crown being at 4 o'clock as well. So it really, I think, really set that watch off.
And Russell's saying that Zin dates are often at 4 o'clock. I didn't realize that, Russell.
Okay.
Yeah, and the crown position doesn't also, whatever your water aquatic activities you're doing, it doesn't push on your wrist or push on your hand. So it feels more comfortable.
Exactly, Abdul. Good point.
So the next up in the budget bracket was a very contentious watch that came out in many variations. The Moon Swatch.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people latched onto it. It was £260. Came out in March 2020. Made of a bioceramic material, 42 mil, 30 meters water resistant. There was Moon, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, Mars, Uranus, the Sun, Earth, Jupiter, and more. Quartz movements, a toy Speedmaster basically, and a bit of fun. Originally 11 versions, but more have come out. This was one of them. Another one there. Very summery watches, I feel.
Yeah. Lovely colours.
Yeah, lovely. There's Mars one. A blue one here. I don't know the names of the planets myself, but great summery colours, I think.
Yeah, and becoming more obtainable now. I think the rush may be over slightly with these watches because, as I say, when they first appeared, you couldn't get one for love nor money unless you queued up for 3 or 4 hours. And was lucky enough to get one before they were sold out. But I think now with the Swatch group now, they're becoming more obtainable. At their boutiques. So.
Yeah, I agree, Watch Apprentice. I think they definitely are becoming more available now. And yeah, you're right. Oh, hey, look who's here. It's the Chili Burger. How you doing, my
Chili
friend?
bagger.
Good day, Escapement Show geezers. Good
Hey,
day to
Chili
you, my
Burger.
friend. Yeah, so the Moon Swatch, I mean, like it or love it. I mean, it's, I don't know whether it's here to stay, but it's definitely a great summery vibe, I think.
Yeah.
A great summery look. On a budget as well.
Yeah, and I think as well, I think I think it will be here to stay, Thomas, because so long as it has that Omega logo on it as well with the color with Swatch Group, I think that's what will keep selling it. To be honest.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Well, that's definitely been a marketing bit of genius by
Yeah,
me.
exactly, mate. You took the words out of my mouth. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
It wasn't a bit of marketing genius. It was really if you take the Omega logo off this watch, it doesn't sell.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Well, sorry, it doesn't. It doesn't. It wouldn't have sold as good. So
Yeah,
Exactly. I think they made the right call with doing this. At first, I was like, why would anybody buy like a toy Speedmaster? And then I found the pictures of people queuing in line, and then afterwards, every time I travel, just the amount of people I see it wearing the watch, and I'm thinking, wow, that's a brilliant move by Swatch just to, let's say, corner the Apple Watch that segment where people want to wear a watch that looks cool and has a heritage at the same time, don't pay so much, and the market for it was ripe, let's say.
yeah,
and at a very affordable price as well, Abdul. You know.
yeah, £260,
Exactly,
I believe. Yeah,
exactly.
and it's increased sales of the actual Speedmaster itself. I mean, it's got people into the watch
Yeah.
game. You know,
Yeah. Good point, Thomas. Good point.
it's got people into watches. So yeah, I mean, it's been a win-win all around. Yeah. So I'll skip on again to another. Oh, what's Chili got to say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just got to see what Chili has to say.
Yeah. That's true, Chili.
Range only sold due to everybody seeing there could be a flipper for 200 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. He's right. He's
Got a
right.
good point. Got a good point, Chili.
Because as soon as people acquired them, they went straight on eBay, didn't they?
Yeah, they did
Yeah,
for double the
yeah.
price. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw
Yeah,
even some crazy people selling it for thousands and stuff like this, which I
Yeah.
was like, wow.
Yeah.
a
And
new
at
generation.
the time, Abdul, you couldn't get hold of them. That's why, unless you wanted to go and queue up like they all did, you know, you just couldn't obtain one.
Yeah, new generation of flippers. You're right there, Chili. Yeah. So next up, we've got. I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger. We've got a Seiko 5 Sports GMT. Now this comes in at £420 on the Seiko website, but this is a lot less. I've seen it go for a lot less. I've seen it go for 350 or a bit less. It's the SKX Seiko 5 Sports GMT SKX reinterpretation in Mikan Orange. It's a 42mm Seiko 4R34 caliber automatic, 41-hour power reserve, 100 meters water resistant, exhibition case back on a Jubilee style bracelet, which is really nice, and three-fold clasp with secure lock. Lovely bright orange style on this. And I've got a friend I've got a couple of friends who've got these, and they really enjoy them. They really do like them, and I think this is a great summer pick. I don't know about you. I mean, going back to your orange strap, the Watch Apprentice, and I think this, I've got a friend now, the president, who has taken the Jubilee bracelet off and put it on a rubber strap, orange rubber strap.
Yeah. This would be crying out for that sort of thing, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, I have this one, and I got it also when it came out, and I got it on the bracelet, and then as soon as I got it, I took it off the bracelet, and I have it on a Bond NATO, black and gray, and I got a paratrooper with a black paratrooper with an orange stripe and an orange rubber strap. So I'm just changing between the three on it.
Yeah, and the crown at 4 o'clock on this one as well. So
yeah,
Exactly.
but data 3, yeah, yeah, but I think it's a cracking summer watch. Yeah,
very nice.
really nice. Now the next one has just come out, I believe. These mundane watches haven't just come out, but this particular one, this cushion case one, is the mundane SBB Grand Cushion chronograph, £450. Blue dial, blue textile strap made from recycled plastic bottles, and steel mesh bracelet set. So you get the two. You get the strap and the bracelet.
Yeah. Well, there's a watch that's just answered our question, isn't it? What we've been talking about interchanging straps. They'll give you the option now.
Absolutely, you get the two. 4 o'clock date on this again. So I mean, again, new to me, the 4 o'clock date. I haven't seen it, and it's cropping up on all sorts of watches here. And this is the iconic Swiss Railway clock look, with the red second hand and the. But this is a quartz movement, 50 meters water resistant, 41 mil, and the stainless steel case. And I really like this one. I really like the look of this one. I don't know what you think, but I really like the mundane clocks, the railway clocks. Anyway, and
yeah, I quite like this, Thomas.
But I'm a big fan of cushion cases, so I much prefer that to a round case. Don't know what you think, Abdul.
I like it as well. I like mundane also. I like the simple three-hander because it's like a classic look. And I travel through Switzerland a lot, so I see the clock in the train stations. So it's definitely one of these watches. When you see it, you're like, I remember when I was in this train station or that train station. And I like that they produce a new one now with the chronograph complication. And like you said, they give you the option. Hey, if you want to dress it up, you can put it on this strap. If you want to dress it down and make it more sporty, put it on this strap. So I really like that they do this as well.
And Chili, just going back to the Seiko, he says he likes the orange Seikos. The discontinued orange King Samurai now fetches 500 plus. And yeah, he likes the mundane stop to go, now big bucks. I love the stop to go as well. That I don't know whether you're familiar with that watch, Apprentice, but
no, I'm not actually. I'm actually, Thomas. I'm not familiar with mundane. So
the second hand ticks until it gets to 48, and then it waits for 2 seconds, and then it jumps to 60. And so
wow.
it waits till it ticks to 58, and then jumps to 60. And that's how the actual railway station clocks in stations operate.
Wow.
So it I don't know what the reason is, but it's just to give a 2 seconds pause to sort of indicate that it is jumping to the next minute. It's an interesting function. Yeah, yes, they wait for sync timing signal for a master clock. Yeah, really is a funky design, but funky function. Sorry. I really like it. Yeah, as I say, I'm a big fan of Mondane and their watches and clocks. Yeah, I really like their clocks. Yeah, next one isn't so much colourful as a summary design. And this is the Boulevard surfboard. I'll try and make this bigger. It's a bit small on the screen. Let's see if we can make it a bit bigger. Get rid of the cookies there. Yeah, so the Boulevard surfboard chronograph is known in the 70s as a surfboard for the distinctive oval blue surfboard shape surrounding the two subdials. The colour's black on this one, and the orange tipped hands it has, and it's a quartz movement, 200-meter war resistant, 41 millimeters rubber strap, and it's £449. But I love that 70s aesthetic. I don't know about you, Watch Princess. Do you?
Yeah, I'm not. This is not one that I would. I don't think I'd go for, Thomas.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. It's just not saying anything to me, to be honest.
that's fair enough. Yeah. I really like these 70s styled watches. I'm a big fan of. I'm a child of the 70s, so I like those 70s funky designs.
I like the design, but are the hands orange or are they red?
Orange tipped, orange
Orange looks
cigarette,
like orange tipped,
cigarette,
Abdul. Yeah.
Yeah,
cigarette hands. Yeah,
yeah. I would have preferred it to be red, like the part of the bezel to have like a, because it's like too much colors now. If you have orange and red and black and beige.
yeah. Getting a bit too messy. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, we'll scrap that one.
Sorry, Tom.
Yeah, sorry,
No
Thomas.
worries. No worries. I thought with the surfboard it's quite summery themed, so now I don't know how you feel about the next one. The Morris Lacroix Acon. The Acon Tide.
Wow.
It's the Acon Tide collection. It's was 700, it's down to 490. I don't know whether that's because it's not selling. Available in blue, green, orange, and yellow. It's 40 millimeters, 100-meter water resistant, Swiss quartz, another recycled watch. This one. It takes 17 plastic bottles from discarded ocean waste to make one watch, and its packaging, and 100% made of ocean waste materials, upcycled plastic composite straps, and it has a strap exchange system to replace the straps. Now, that's the blue one. It comes in green, orange, yellow. So there's a green one there.
Yeah. Nice.
I mean, the Morris Lacroix Acon's a bit of a funny watch. It's a take it or leave it watch, really. Some people like it, some people don't.
I don't hate it, Thomas. I don't hate it. I think the colours are just really summery, you know. Yeah, nice orange. That's not reduced, so perhaps that blue one.
Yeah, perhaps the blue one's.
Not
Maybe
selling
that's
that much.
not selling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the
obviously.
other colors, like you said, it looks really summery. The blue one looks okay, but the other one's really like summer watches, and I
Yeah.
think that's why maybe they pegged it down a notch to sell more of it.
Yeah, and they've tried to do something different with the watch face on this, haven't they? It's like a wavy dial watch face, which is appealing. I quite like the watch face.
Yeah, it's got a texted dial, definitely. So
Yeah.
don't do something with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Maurice Lacroix was one of these brands that needed to do something to survive, and by having, I think, the Icon and the Tide, I think they started to go the route of riding the wave of trends, just to let's say earn some bread for their new watches, and yeah, not a bad release.
Yeah. So it's just, we don't dislike that one then.
No, I don't dislike that. No, I that would be for me. Yeah, I like that. That colour as well.
It's got that Royal Oak offshore sort of look,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
certainly has.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'll move on to one that you liked, Watch Apprentice. So you called up on our last stream. You asked me to bring up on our last stream, which I didn't get a chance to, but I brought it up on this stream, and that's the Christopher Ward Atoll 300 with the white strap. White
now I like this.
£760, the C60 Atoll 300.
Also on the rubber, also on the orange.
Also on the orange strap, yeah.
Exactly.
It's a white dial, white rubber strap, 40 millimeters, 300 meter water resistant. Color match date at 6 o'clock. I'll just bring that up.
I really like this.
Color match date at 6 o'clock. Solita SW 200 with a 38-hour power reserve. It says it's inspired by the seascapes of the Indian Ocean. It's a gradiated, almost fume style dial. Exhibition case back and sandblasted bezel with polished and raised numerals on the bezel. And I quite like it. It's a good choice, Watch Apprentice. Yeah, you think you're getting one of these?
Me as well.
That's
really
what
nice.
I liked about the actual numbers that are actual, not sunken into the bezel, right? And they're on top of the bezel, you know.
Yeah.
And it's also on. If you look at the watch face itself, it almost looks like a shadow. It's always in a shadow, then becomes lighter as it goes into the middle of the face, the watch face.
Yeah, it's like a fume dial almost.
Yeah. It's just yeah. It really, I really like that. In fact, so much I might make an appointment for Christopher Ward, because you just can't turn up at their headquarters. You have to make an appointment.
Really?
Yeah. They haven't got many outlets, Thomas. I don't think, you know. So, but to me, that is a beautiful piece.
You fancy yourself wearing one of these, do you?
Definitely, Thomas. Definitely. And also, Thomas, if you get the time, I've written it down. It's the Christopher Ward C60 Pro 300 bronze. It's this with a distressed leather strap, vintage strap. It is absolutely stunning, and that's £1,060. And that's another one I'm looking into. I know you can't bring it up, but when you get time, perhaps after the show, have a look at that.
Let's have a look. In the sport C60.
Sorry, Tom. It's the C60 Pro 300.
C63.
60. I think it might be one of their new releases. So it's the C60. There, that's the 12. Yeah, it's like bronze case. That's it. There, Thomas. That's it.
That looks really nice. It's even a chronometer.
And it also has a. The one up. It's got a distress case. Sorry, beg your pardon. Sorry. A distress strap, but you have. It's like a pre-order, so it's on a distress strap. You can order the strap on it.
Right.
But I like that. That's another one I like, and that's £1,060.
Right. So, which do you prefer more, the Atoll or this one?
Both.
Well, you mean you'd buy both, or you'd go one first?
But the thing would be, Thomas, this particular model with the distressed leather strap, you have to pre-order.
There it is on the leather, distressed leather.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's on the distressed
Yeah, this is
leather.
pre-order only for this strap. It's not in stock, so.
Right. It's a nice looking watch. Yeah, I like bronze watches. I don't know. They sort of came and went, didn't they?
Yeah. But actually, someone brought up a good point. Over time, would the bronze tarnish?
It depends on the alloy. It depends on the alloy they've made it with, and whether they've coated it, and whether.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So some bronze watches do patina, and some bronze watches don't.
Yeah.
So
they're the two I like from the Christopher Walt. Plus, I do like their 12, but these are the two. These are the two that I personally like. So
nice. So you got your eyes on some Christopher Ward.
Yeah, I have, mate. I have. I've had my eyes opened by you as well, mate. Showing me your Lane and Garrick a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Stunning watches.
So, not so much a sporty watch, but a field watch next. The Hamilton khaki field titanium with a green dial, £780, so just £20 more than the Christopher Ward. It's 42mm. Hamilton H10 caliber, automatic movement, 80 hours power reserve, 100 meters water resistant. They say this one, made of lightweight titanium case, green dial with grey loomed hands, brown leather strap, and the khaki is classically a military watch. So, I mean, it. I guess
I quite like that. I quite like that. That is
as a field military watch. I guess
definitely a military vintage feel to this.
Yeah, as a field military watch, I guess it's ready for all occasions. It's,
Yeah.
I don't know what your opinion is on this, Abdul.
I like it a lot, but I don't know what's the water resistant on that one. Is it still 50 meters?
100 meters.
Then it's perfect.
The thing amazes me when they bring out these watches. They give you the water resistant of the movement or the watch, and then they put it on a leather strap. Well, you wouldn't go swimming with a leather strap, would you?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So why? I don't know. It's just something that I can't understand. They give you, 50, 100 meter water resistant, and yet they put it on a leather strap. So it's something, this particular watch you wouldn't really go swimming with a leather strap. That's what I'm getting at.
Exactly.
They know that you're going to put it on a rubber strap, tremendous.
Yeah.
And I think this one on an orange strap, it will be really nice on an orange strap as well with the olive green.
I don't know what the chat thinks of these watches that we're bringing up. Give us your opinion, chat.
Yes, what do you think of what Thomas is bringing up?
So this one, next one, is a really bright one. They call it lemon yellow. the color, and it's a Young Guns. I thought this was quite interesting, to be honest with you. How do I get it bigger? There we go. The Young Guns 1972 chronoscope is a quartz edition FIS lemon watch, limited to 150 pieces. Now, I know these are summer watches I'm bringing up, but far from being a summer watch, this is advertised as a watch for timing cross-country skiing races in the winter. So, I mean, I just bought it because of the color, purely because of the color. But they're saying it's a skiing watch.
Yeah, because the yellow is very bright, and if you have snow all over, yellow is one of these colors that you will notice. I'm a big fan of Junghans, but lately I've let's say lost in love with the brand itself. I tried to a couple of weeks ago we had a tour in the Black Forest watch manufacturers, and we contacted Junghans to go there and check their watches, and they were pretty like, we don't have time. If you want, just come on the normal days. You can go to the showroom. We don't have time to show you around. We don't have time for you to talk to the watchmakers and stuff like this, which was not so nice compared to, let's say, Hanhat, another brand that we went and met with the CEOs and watchmakers, and they took us like a 4 hours tour in the whole manufacturing facility, and drank coffees with the watchmakers, and which was pretty cool experience. And after that, having this bitter taste from Junghans somehow made me feel like I'm not going to buy Junghans anymore.
Oh, what a shame. I mean, this is 43.3 mil with a unidirectional bezel, 100-meter water resistant. The chronograph is accurate to a fifth of a second, and the date is at 4:30, as you can see. Very 70s aesthetic again, and again, I'm a fan of 70s watches. I don't know what you think of this one, Watch Apprentice.
I think this watch looks much better presented on the wrist, Thomas, as you've got it here, rather than just a picture.
Yeah,
You've got a much better perspective of the watch.
Yeah,
with this picture. And you know what? When I looked at the picture, it wasn't for me. It wasn't my cup of tea. But looking at it on this chap's hand, on this chap's wrist, yeah, it does something. It really does stand out.
yeah. I think the render didn't look very good. I mean, if you look at that render there, it's definitely a render that. It doesn't look very good, but
No.
when you see it on wrist, it looks a lot better.
But the thing is, if you ever got caught in an avalanche, you'd stick your hand up through the snow and you'd soon be found, wouldn't you? You know? It would be like a beacon, wouldn't it? You know?
Yeah, and SOS beacon. Hi, D. Good to see you.
Hey, D.
Thank you. Thank you for your comment.
And Russell says he thinks he'd prefer the round subdials rather than the.
I think Russell's got a point, but it doesn't necessarily make it an off dial to me. I mean, it doesn't really, looking at them dials, it really doesn't put me off, to be honest.
Yeah. Me neither. I think it's the quirkiness of the watch.
Exactly.
Different design. I think I prefer it to the. I think it's more 70s having a square dial.
Yeah, definitely 70s look.
Yeah, and the subdials present a little bit the case shape as well.
Yeah, 70s vibe, like D says. So what's next? Another Tissot. This is it. The Tissot Sidereal. This is popped up recently. It's a 41mm forged carbon case with a choice of blue, yellow, or red. The red doesn't have a bright dial as much as the other colours, which I'll bring up soon. Blue, yellow, or red rubber straps using the Powermatic 80 movement with 80 hours power reserve as used in the PRX. Quick release bracelet system, 30 meters water resistant, inspired by the world's first fiberglass watch, which was the original Sidereal launched in 1969. The design is pretty much exactly the same, and you can see the different ones here. I mean, the yellow is immediately, that's more summery straight away, and you can see the
Yeah.
dial. The dial has yellow on it.
Yeah.
It's got a yachting timer countdown bezel, countdown timer on the green and red indicators for yachting timing.
Oh, it's like a regatta timer, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm just thinking that dial's too busy for me. But as I say, for obviously sailors and sailing and yacht enthusiasts, that'd be ideal.
Yeah, so it's for the that's what it was originally designed for, as a yachting timer. But
That's right.
I really like this. I like the forged carbon as well. I mean, I like the different materials being used. And
I think this strap does it better, Thomas. The colour of this strap does the dial better. It brings out the dial more.
yeah, the racing strap is. I mean, it's. I think it attaches differently as well. It's got a different system of attaching. It latches into the holes there.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like it latches from both sides,
Yeah.
which is more secure then.
Which, to be honest with you, Abdul, if you was wearing this on a race, that's what you would want, the security,
Exactly.
wouldn't it? You wouldn't want this flying off, would you?
Exactly. I think Tissot has been doing amazing stuff since the past 5 years. They've been all doing great Tissot the whole time, but the past 5 years they really hit the mark with the PRX and these kinds of watches with great value, great prices. And yeah, that's why everybody now was talking about the PRX and so on. And I think yeah, for the future, Tissot looks like they're going up and up and up.
Yeah, so we're going to a classic coloured watch, which has always been a. I'll just bring up Dee's comment. He says he loves their reissues. Yeah, 100% loves their reissues. Yeah, I agree, D. The PRX has been a huge hit. Huge hit, hasn't it? It's been massive.
And I'd just like to say to D, unfortunately, I can't make the second and third, but I wish him every success with that watch show.
Yeah, absolutely. I should have put a photo or something, but on the 2nd and 3rd of
September,
everyone, BQ Watches, there's going to be another show. I'll try and bring up a link to the video that he's doing. But just give me a second so we can do that for the outro. But yeah, Doxa, a classic summer brand. I don't know which you choose out of these colours, but I thought the
eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah, I thought the Doxa Sub 200 Diving Star, the 42mm case and rounded bezel, 33 o'clock. Different coloured dials: orange, yellow, turquoise, and blue. Available on rubber straps or beads-rice bracelets. Anti-reflective coating and sapphire crystal. ETA 2824-2 with a 38 hours power reserve. £950 on rubber or £990 on bracelets, or £40 more for the bracelet. I mean, but most people would say go for the bracelet, but this is a summary watch, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know which colour you'd go for.
But any of those, Thomas, I think the orange, the yellow, but there seems to be the brands that you've brought up. These are the colours. These are the summer colours, aren't they? These blues and yellows and oranges.
Definitely. This aquamarine is definitely a summer colour. A unisex.
Dodgers in the chat, Thomas.
Unisex as well. Hi from Newcastle, Dodger. Hope you're having a good time with the guys up in Newcastle.
A good time.
Hey, Dodger.
He's the guys with the Ian Nicholson, Paul Thorpe meetup.
Yeah. Stay safe, Dodger. Stay safe, mate.
Stay safe. Yeah.
They're all just waking up now.
Yeah, hungover from last night. And Mason says, "Hi, Mason. Good to see you." He says,
Mason.
Hey, Mason.
A summary watch.
I'd just like to thank everyone in the chat for supporting Thomas.
And Abdul. It's a group channel. It's a family affair, this channel. It's not just me, Watch Apprentice.
It's Abdul as well. Sorry, I beg your pardon, Abdul. I didn't realise. Sorry.
No worries at all. No worries. I think the show is a community show. Let's say. Yeah. I think without everybody in the chat and the people coming on the show, exactly.
That's what makes
about.
That's what makes the chat. People in the chat, giving us their ideas, their thoughts of watching.
Exactly.
Sorry, Thomas.
Yeah, it's fine. So here's another one which could be a unisex one. Is probably aimed at women more. The Nomos Club Campus. This one comes in at £1,300, which is getting more expensive now. Deep pink, they call this dial, with a California dial. I just love California dials. This is available in orange too. And I think another color. But it's got a sub-second dial with an orange hand and the calfskin leather strap. And it's using the hand-wound Nomos Alpha caliber with no date. I love it. I think it's great. I've seen Ben wearing this deep pink, but it's a 36mm watch, so it's quite small.
Would you not, Thomas? Sorry, would you not prefer the numerals uniform? Can you get over the?
I love California dials.
You like them?
The mixture of Roman numerals and Arabic numerals. I really, really do like.
Okay.
I mean, I love the way that Panerai do California dials and other brands. I don't know about you, Abdul. Do you like California dials?
Yeah. I have actually a Club Campus, the 38.5mm one. They released a limited edition with Ace Jewelers in Amsterdam, and 75 pieces with black and red color combination, and I love it. One of my favorite watches. And I actually would have liked to get the 36, but I didn't know better back then, because the Nomos lug dimensions are much bigger. So this 36 would wear like a 39. So my 38.5 wears like a 41.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and a beautiful watch, well made, 100 meters water resistant. I took it swimming everywhere. Thanks, Russ, for joining. And have a
thanks,
great weekend.
Thanks for your support.
See you next time, Russell.
Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Sorry, Abdul.
No worries, no worries. I took this watch swimming. Took it on vacations, and I really enjoyed it. I have mine on a red rubber strap as well, so it just matches the black and red color combination. And I think they have also this one in olive green, which is really, really nice as well.
Gents,
Yeah.
I'd just like to say in the chat, if you haven't upvoted, could you please just hit that thumbs up for Thomas and Abdul? Show your support if you don't mind. He would appreciate it. Thank you.
We don't call it upvote. That's an American term, I think.
Yeah, well, whatever. The thumbs up then.
Thumbs up. Yeah, that's the
Thumbs
one.
up, yeah.
Hit the thumbs up, please. Does help.
Yeah, I hope it's going good in Newcastle, Dodger. Send our regards to everyone.
Are you on black coffee yet, Dodger?
Yeah, like Dee says, send our regards to everyone, Dodger.
Yeah. And everyone stay safe in Newcastle. Hope the weather's holding up. I don't know what the weather's like there.
It'd be a nice day today.
Good.
Yeah.
I believe this is the main day, isn't it, Thomas? The 29th?
I'm not too sure. I haven't
Yeah,
been...
the main day. The main meet is today.
Is it? Right. So on to another summary type watch, the Zodiac Super Sea Wolf Compression. This version of the is the aquamarine dream color variant. There's many more that Zodiac do. £1,499. Aquamarine rubber strap comes with it. Using STP 3-13 automatic movement of 44 hours power reserve, anti-reflective sapphire crystal coating. There's some more like this one, which are very summery. I love Zodiac as a brand, and I'm a big fan of the Super Sea Wolf myself.
I like this style. I like this style.
You like this style more?
I do like this style. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Once again, on the blue strap or the orange strap, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, the other one was a bit too blue, maybe a bit too watery for the water themed aquamarine, but the orange is a winner for summer watches, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Zodiac myself. As Nico Leonard keeps harping on about now, he's a Zodiac dealer. He keeps spooking Zodiac, doesn't he? And
become an ambassador for him, Thomas.
Let's see what's next. Oh, another ladies themed watch here. The Oris Diver 65 Cotton Candy. This is down from 2,100 to 1,520. A sky blue dial. It's a bronze case, 38mm, 100-meter water resistant, and using a recycled pearl-on strap. So, if you don't want a rubber strap, you can use a pearl-on strap like this. Automatic movement is the Oris 733 caliber, which is a modified Salita SW200. And the wild green and lipstick pink colors available. So obviously going unisex here.
But this is not a woman's wrist, though, Thomas, is it? Or
no.
I was just gonna say that's a little bit of a manly wrist for a woman.
yeah, or they're on hormone tablets, Abdul, are they?
Yeah. Yeah, but I think now the idea about having this male watch or female watch is becoming a little bit, let's say, outdated. Because let's face it, a lot of women like men's watches, especially like Daytonas, Submariners, bigger watches, 40 millimeters, and so on. And some men prefer smaller watches, 36, 38, even 34
Yep.
millimeters. So I think companies used to put their, let's say, customers in a bind when they want to buy a watch, but it's a female watch or it's a male watch, and they're in the other sex. So they feel like, I'm not going to buy this because it's a female watch or it's a male watch.
Yeah, point taken, Abdul. My wife has just purchased a watch on Thursday, and that's 36 millimeter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Mason's saying that he doesn't affordably have it doesn't really have an affordable summer watch. If some are bright colours, the Moser Heritage from Toulouse arguably prices hardly affordable. Maybe the Blue Navitimer too. Yeah, maybe you ought to get a cheap knockabout watch just for summer, Mason. I mean, we've gone through quite a few so far, and
Mason, have a look at listen, have a look at the G-Shock website, and you know, I say these G-Shocks. There's nothing wrong with them, mate. Honestly, and they're affordable, really affordable. I think I paid £119 for that. You know, and it's my daily beater. I wear this watch every day. It's just, you know, amazing, comfortable.
yeah, it says that the
Yeah.
affordable watch he has is the EZM, the Zin EZM 3F. Brilliant watch, Mason, but
Yeah, that's not a very summary watch like you're saying. It's more of a beater watch for when you're working on a submarine or something. It's a very, very strong one. Yeah.
they love butchers. That means if you're not English, that means he'll have a look.
Yeah, that means have a look, butchers. Yeah, mate. I'm sure you'll find something on the G-Shock. There's nothing wrong at all with them, honestly.
Yeah, my only problem with the G-Shock is that when you wear one, you don't want to wear the other watches because it does everything.
Right, I'll tell you what, Abdul, totally agree, honestly.
So getting to the more expensive stuff now, the Tag Heuer Formula 1, 1,700 quid this one. Green dial and green rubber strap, also available in yellow and red. 43 millimeters. 200 meter war resistant, racing inspired chronograph, they say, being the Formula 1. Date of 4 o'clock, black PVD bezel, and it's a quartz movement for 1,700 quid.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, they're going colours all out. I mean, I'll just take it, I think, if I go back, there's the red one. Back again, you can see they do a yellow one as well. But 1,700 quid. I mean, do you think
that's a lot? That's a lot for a quartz watch.
Yeah, for a quartz watch. I mean, oh.
Yeah, but it could be Tag because it's Tag Heuer as well, you know.
Yeah. What do you think in the chat, guys? I mean, too expensive? 1,700 quid?
I kind of like it though, you know. I
do. There's something about it I liked. Yeah, the sort of Formula 1 racing chronograph.
I'm a big fan of Formula 1, and I really like the watch, but for £1,700, that's a bit steep, to be honest. I'm even a Red Bull fan, so I'm a big fan of Tag Heuer because they're sponsoring Red Bull. But still, 1,700 for a quartz watch. Come on, Tag.
Because this one's too lemony, and Dodger says expensive, but he likes it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, Abdul, perhaps that's where the money's going, to the sponsorship.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chili Badger saying too lemony. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Dodgers just put Thomas just worked out how to upvote.
So this is another one that Abdul, yeah, these things way too expensive, but looks motorsport orientated. No more than 1200 for me. Yeah, I think that's if they lowered the price to another 500 quid, they'd be getting there. So Abdul brought to my attention these ones, the
Wow.
200 C graphs. Now we jumped from the Doxa 200, which is 990 on a bracelet, to these, which are 2,790. And in Doxa, in 2020, Doxa released a C graph in 45 millimeters, and this is the latest C graph 2, which is slimmed down to 42 millimeters, which came out in April. It's a brushed steel or colored ceramic bezel insert on the unidirectional bezel with a 60-minute scale, 200 meters water resistant, 6 different dial colors, and automatic chronograph movement based on the Sleater SW510, 48 hours power reserve, beads of rice bracelet or rubber strap, color matched with the dial. And if we just start skipping through, there we've got the Caribbean, the black, the Shark Hunter, the Classic Professional,
Yeah.
the Turquoise, Aquamarine, Yellow, the Professional on a bracelet. I mean,
But what?
it's a diving chronograph, so I mean, I've always been a bit so dumbfounded by the diver's chronograph. Do you want to tell us a bit more about these, Abdul?
Yeah, I found them out by total coincidence. I was just looking in the Doxa new releases because I really like Doxa's idea about summer watches because of the orange and the bright colors. And I saw this one, and I was like, wow, okay, chronograph with colorful dial, with the pedigree of Doxa, and also at the same time you get the water resistance and everything, so you know for sure that the watch will take a beating and still be ticking. And I thought, yeah, that would be an excellent watch for the summer, for the beach, and for the people who love chronographs, because I have a lot of friends that only collect chronographs, and this could be like the perfect summer watch for them.
What I like about this is when you get a bigger dial of this size, look how the subdials are spaced.
Yeah,
Whereas with that Tag Heuer, when you look at the smaller dial, the subdials are crushed.
exactly.
This gives you a more better perspective on the dial when it's much bigger. They can use the size to space out these subdials, and it looks more uniform.
Exactly. Totally agree. And what I really like, if you notice on the subdials, the chronograph subdials have a different hand than the running seconds, which has the same as the seconds from the chronograph, which gives it a little bit of a cool touch.
Yeah.
I like this, Abdul. I like this.
Perfect. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, it's very nice. Sorry, what was the price of this, Thomas? Did it?
2,790.
Okay.
So it's a bit more up there from the normal Doxa subs.
Yeah, but it's not a quartz, is it? So.
No. Exactly. Right. So at least you're buying an automatic watch with that price instead of
better movement. Yeah. No, I like this, Abdul. Good choice.
Perfect. I'll take it on to another expensive quartz. So the same price, and this is quartz. But I like it. I really like this one. And that's the Breitling Endurance Pro. I don't know what you think of these. These come in different colours as well. Available in 6 colours. Let's have a look. There we go. The Breitling Endurance Pro 2800. The case is 44mm and constructed from bright light, which is a black non-magnetic, thermally stable and hypoallergenic material resistant to scratches and corrosion. 100 meters water resistant, a day of 430, powered by thermocompensated super quartz, they call it. The chronograph measures a tenth of a second and has a coloured pulsometer scale around the bezel. Around the inside of the dial, sorry. Has a compass bezel, so it's multifunctional, available in 6 colours. And bright light is 3.3 times lighter than titanium and 5.8 times stronger than steel. So I don't know which colours you prefer with me to bring up out of these ones of watch penners.
Thomas, I would wear any of those.
Any of them?
Any of them. I think the colours are spot on. With the bezel, with the row, the colour of the rehalt, you know. Sorry, maybe not the rehalt, but the colour inside the inner bezel, with the matching with the rubber band, with the rubber strap, on all the faces. So I'd wear any of those, to be honest.
I really
I'm not a big fan of Breitling. I'm really not a big fan of Breitling, but you know, yeah, I'd wear any of those, and I'm not a fan. So
I like them. I really like them. I mean, I'm coming around to Breitling. I've never really taken much notice of them, to be honest with you, but I'm coming around to them and starting to take more notice of them. And we've got a Breitling boutique that's just opened up in town, and I went in and they've got some really nice watches at decent prices, and I really like these Endurance Pros, to be honest with you. Really great summer watches.
Yeah. And the crown, I mean, the crown, as I say, the crown, the inner circle of the bezel, all match the strap.
Yeah,
and I think that's what sets it off, you know.
Exactly. I was just gonna point out that exactly. There's you have these color combinations to just work quite well, and we all know Breitling like heritage with these kinds of watches. Only thing is, it's just too big for my wrist. Just too big for my wrist, unfortunately.
Right. Too big at 44mm.
And the large 9, 3, and 6 indices, I just think that sets it as well. It just
the quartz are
yeah, very legible,
very legible, no, I like that, Thomas. I like any of those. You just very nice,
nice and bright. Yeah, I like these ones. I know someone who's got one. They really like it. These, if we're going to the gym and stuff like that, and it's a nice lightweight watch, and it's durable, and a good pick, I think. A good summary watch as well.
Yeah, definitely. But I would like to see this on a picture on an actual wrist.
On wrist, yeah. I like them, as you say. You know, I like them with the different color variants, and but we'll move on.
And my next summary watch, if you
nice. Is that an IWC Flieger?
It's the IWC 41 Pilot chronograph.
That's really cool. Really cool.
with the
Beautiful watch.
that's the rubber strap I purchased from IWC. It come on a leather strap, and I didn't want this to happen like my Cartier, so I purchased the rubber strap from IWC, and it's a quick change as well. So it's a
beautiful
quick change strap.
Good.
So you just these little links, just press them, and it clips off. So
IWC does some cracking stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does some really nice watches.
Yeah, I still got the little protective film cover for stop the sweat.
Really cool watch. People tend to forget that IWC was always like high quality company that produced high quality watches. Maybe the past 10 years they ramped down a little bit, but before that they were always
I think they've been overlooked a little bit, Abdul, to be honest.
Exactly.
And Dee's saying that his Tudor Chrono Blue Monte Carlos is some watch he still does.
That's a nice.
That's
a really nice one.
That's really nice. That's really nice, Thomas. That Monte Carlo. The Monaco. That's really nice.
No, the Monte Carlo is a chronograph. It's got bits of orange in it, bits of blue, bits.
Very nice watch. Yeah.
Very nice, colourful dial on a bracelet. Yeah, really nice.
Sorry, Thomas, I interrupted you. Sorry.
No, not at all. Here's another one that Abdul mentioned, which was a Fortis Marine Master. Coming in performance woodpecker green. It's the Marine Master M40 of £2,950. This is a 40mm. Marine Masters apparently inspired by nature, and recycled stainless steel case it's got, which I thought was interesting. 300-meter water resistant, protected screw down crown with a triple gasket. It's definitely a diver. Automatic moving with 38 hours power reserve, luminescent Hansen indices. I quite like this. It's a nice, earthy sort of colourful one. Yeah, earthy tones, green.
Yeah. No, one of my favorite divers at the moment, or actually, still, I have a Fortis Marine Master, an older version, and it's one of these watches that I can't sell because it does everything. It's a very cool watch, very sturdy watch, keeps time, excellent. So I thought, the new ones had the summer colors, and they looked really, really fun. So I thought, I'd share it with you guys as well.
Yeah, it's nice. Really nice.
The only thing with me is if I was wearing this watch and I was out and I put it down on the grass, I'd never find it again.
Yeah, yeah. It needs an orange strap.
It just needs something, to maybe a orange second hand. I don't know,
Yeah.
Just to break up that green.
Agree.
We've got some crackling on your mic, Abdul. The Dodger
sorry.
crisps.
The wind here and the internet is not so good, so that's why I'm switching between muting and unmuting. So sometimes I forget to switch, and the wind and everything cracks the sound.
No worries. That's living the beautiful life in Egypt on holiday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather here is amazing.
Talk about, just very quickly before you bring up the next watch, Thomas. You introduced me. I think you brought up one of these on your last stream or last show. Was Baltic for the price? It was the HMS series. Baltic.
I don't think it did. That was on.
Oh, maybe it wasn't your show then. Sorry, but if you have I know you can't bring them up, but Baltic watches for the price You know, they go for around sort of the HMS series is like for £360. People, if you're looking for, have a look at Baltic watches for the price. You can't go wrong, and they're quite stunning.
Have they got any colourful dials?
I can't remember, Thomas. I was. I don't think we were talking, or it was brought up as a summertime watch, but it was just brought up as like an independent brand rather than a summertime watch.
Yeah.
But none of their watches actually come to mind, to be honest, for summertime. But for people looking at reasonable price watches, you know.
Yeah, Chili Badger says he likes the boat.
And Turtle Night, aha, it must have been a rival show.
Must have been a rival show. We got Y2K in the house. How you doing, guy? How you doing, my friend?
Hey, buddy.
Hello?
How are you?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, good, good.
Hello, everybody, and everyone in the chat's long time no see.
Yeah, good to see you, my friend. How you doing?
Yeah, alive and kicking.
Good
Good.
to see you, buddy. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Watch Apprentice, Thomas,
Yeah,
Abdul.
pleased to meet you, sir. Pleasure.
Oh, I have to do the customary thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, I just picked this up today. Yeah.
Wow.
Hang on.
Bright.
So, yeah, this is the Breitling 48mm Super Avenger.
48 mil Super Avenger. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, there'll come a point in time where I think I'll do a proper unboxing.
I'd like to see the. I like to see the thickness of that.
Oh,
Please.
do I have my ruler with me today? I had
Yeah,
my
it
ruler
looks-
somewhere.
It's big and big.
Actually-
It looks really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
it's actually not too big, and it's quite all right.
No, it
yeah.
looks great on your wrist. What size wrist
Yeah.
have you? What size wrist are you?
Wrist, I think in inches. I
Yeah.
think maybe about 6.5. I guess.
Right. Okay.
I think 6.5, maybe 7.
Yeah, that doesn't.
But it's all right.
Good.
It's all right. Yeah.
Congratulations.
I've been eyeing this for a while, actually. I wanted to get the Avenger because I already got the Navy Timer, and I wanted to get an Avenger, and maybe I might go for a Chronomat. So I would have the trinity of the Breitlings. Yeah. But this one, actually, about 2 months ago, I have been looking at it, and I looked into it. It was running the Breitling Caliber 13, which is running the Valjoux 7750 movement. And I think there have been no complaints about it. My research has shown that it's been actually quite okay. For those of you who are willing to try, I think you should really give it a go. 48mm is not that big. And my wrist is not the largest wrist, but actually it wears very well. Yeah. After a while, it doesn't feel like it's there anymore. But it could be just the warming up effect. But yeah, it's really comfortable. Yeah.
Has a big bezel as well, doesn't it?
Yes, and for our viewers, let me go closer to the mic. So this is how it sounds. Yeah. So
That's nice. That's nice ratcheting sound.
yeah, and the one thing I quite like about the Super Avenger, previously this 48mm was kind of hard to come by. Because the boutique at the Breitling shop, actually, they don't carry the 48mm all the time. So when they finally got the 48mm, it's the one time they actually have it. Yeah. So this is the clubs here. Let me just do that. It's very good so far. Yeah.
Does a bracelet expand? Is it expandable or does it extend?
There are. You mean like micro adjustments?
Yeah.
Yes, there are micro adjustments. You'll have to use a special tool thing to pokey here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you need to pokey here in a bit, and then go
Yeah.
up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
I do notice that let me just call this the wings. So the wings around here are a little bit on the looser side. I guess when it gets a bit cooler in the day, but in the morning, I noticed that my wrists generally is a bit more plumb, so it fits tighter. But right now, it's actually a bit cooler in the evening, so I think it's actually it feels not so tight anymore. But it's still actually very well placed on the wrist. Yeah.
Forgive me for asking, Y2K. Do you like it loose fitting, or looking at that, that could do with a link being taken out? But
it's for now. I think it's quite okay. Let me just do this so everyone can see. For now, it's quite okay. I guess right now, because I'm a bit sweaty, so my wrist has cooled down a bit. So I did tell my AD guy to have the links to be taken out, but I am waiting for the Breitling rubber strap to come along, and I might switch it up for the rubber strap instead. Yeah, because whenever we go to the Breitling website, if we go to the Avenger, they always show you the straps. Things like a calf leather strap with white stitching, and then they put it here, and then you're looking at it from top and bottom. So I did ask my AD, is that the hybrid kind of strap where you get like leather on top and rubber at bottom? It's not. It's apparently full calf, and I do have issues with leather because certain leathers do make me feel a bit itchy when I'm sweating, and to be honest, I don't quite like when I'm sweating. My leather straps go a bit iffy.
Yeah, no. I said earlier, I changed out a strap when I had my Cartier for that reason, and the reason was my Cartier strap was deteriorating with the sweat from my wrist, so I changed it out to a rubber strap, and by doing that, it's giving the look to the watch a completely different meaning. It just it's a way to go for me anyway. So I'm not a great lover of bracelets. I have got one watch that I've got a bracelet, but all my other watches are rubber straps.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. If we look at the Cartier Santos, yes, Cartier Santos series, I have noticed that the straps over time, because I do pay a lot of attention to the gray market when they sell pre-owned Cartier. So the pre-owned Cartier leather straps, normally when you're trying it on, some of the pre-owned leather straps, when you turn it around, this area, for example, so this area, especially for the rubber straps, it starts to get a bit flappy. Some of them have, Oh, but that's very sporty. I quite like it on the orange rubber.
Yeah. So
it's less executive feeling, but it has a very youthful kind of feel to it already. It's more sporty. Yeah. Oh, this is the classic Santos.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Cartier also. I do quite like the Santos XL and the Cartier Ronde Solo.
Oh, okay.
The circular one.
Have you thought about putting it on a white rubber strap, Watch Apprentice?
No, I haven't. I haven't, Thomas. You know what? That's a good. You give me a good idea there, mate. I'll look into that because, as I say, interchanging straps. You've got 3 different watches or 2 different watches.
Yeah.
Exactly. I have my Rolex Explorer Polar on a white rubber B, and I never take it off the white rubber B, except in winter I put it on a black rubber B, but white on white looks really nice in summer.
Yeah, white's great.
Yeah, congratulations, Y2K.
Thank you, Watch Apprentice. There'll be more watch stuff that will come. I finally just took it off just now. Yeah, I should have done this. So this is how the back case of it looks like.
Yeah, nice glass. That bezel is huge, isn't it?
A proper pilot's bezel. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are Breitling fans, and if you are the type who are like a bit more, you like the vintage feel of it, especially is the wings logo. Now, when I first bought my Navy Timer, I was very particular that I must have the Wings logo. So I could not do with the modern AOPA. I call it the modern AOPA or the
Yeah.
B, because I felt it was really straying far away from what we know was the
Breitling.
signature Breitling look. Yeah.
Yeah. Great pickup from Y2K. Congratulations.
Sorry to cut in. Please continue, guys.
No. Thanks for unboxing it. Thank you.
Great pickup. Congratulations.
Yeah, great one, buddy. Congrats.
Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, we've only a couple more watches to go through, really. Here's one that another one Abdul recommended, which was the Bulgari aluminium, which was interesting. It's the Bulgari aluminium, limited to 1,000 pieces. For this Bulgari is dedicated to the island of Capri, and the blue dial is inspired by the sea's nuances, along with the engraving of the Faraglione on the case back, which the Faraglione, I gather, is a rock. So it features a B77 caliber with a 42 hours power reserve, and the rubber strap matches the rubber bezel with the Bulgari engraved DLC coated stadium crown, and the case is aluminium and titanium. And yeah, a lot of people love it or hate it watch, I think, for a lot of people. What do you think, Abdul?
I was just gonna say that you either love it or either hate it. My uncle had one back in the day when I used to borrow watches from him, like maybe when I was 13 or something. The first edition of these aluminium and rubber watches. And the past couple of years, every time I travel anywhere, I go to a Bulgari boutique. And the last time I was in traveling through Istanbul, I tried the new line that they have. I think they had like a GMT line with aluminium and rubber. And it feels so light and such a watch that you feel like, oh, this is a watch that I can wear on any occasion in the summer, and it will just fit. And I think the new color combinations is even more summery than the older one even.
Yeah. Yeah.
What that watch does for me is, what I like about that watch is the breakup of the aluminium watch case. If it wasn't for that, I think it might be just a bland watch. If it wasn't for the watch case breaking up the blue, it just, for me, it just gives it that extra little piece. It really does set that watch off. Is the breakup of the blue rubber strap and the blue bezel. It just breaks that up, and I think it's a very nice watch, Abdul. Very nice.
Yeah, see what you mean, Watch Princess. That breakup.
Yeah, I agree on the breaking up of the case. And the watch is so light. Like when you wear it, you don't feel like you're wearing any kind of a watch on your wrist. It's so light because of the aluminium rubber combination. And it just feels, like when you want a watch to feel light and at the same time that you feel like, I'm not wearing anything, adequate water resistance. Just it ticked all the boxes for me in that concern.
And I think also, Abdul, just very quickly, sorry, is the actual breakup of the actual aluminium pins or the on the watch strap. Yeah. I assume they go all the way round, and
exactly.
Yeah, and that breaks that up as well. It breaks the monotony up of the blue, doesn't it?
Exactly, and it makes it even contour on your wrist much better than a normal rubber strap. So just whatever wrist size you have, it will contour around it, and you will wear it much better than a normal rubber strap.
Yeah, I like that, Abdul. Nice, good choice.
£3,110. So it's getting up there. But I like that dial. It's got that James Cameron style dial, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Uh,
And also the transcending dark to the light blue as it goes to the top to the 12.
yeah, the dark to light.
Exactly. It's different than fume dials where you have a circular or central burst of color. This is more from bottom up.
Yeah.
What do you think to that Y2K? Is it? Are you a fan?
Yes and no. Maybe because I'm a bit like I've always thought of Bulgari and as a jewelry brand. So I think the yes portion of this is that I am very happy that they're going in a very sporty direction. The no part is that it will take a little bit of time to adjust to this because I think this is called the Octoroma. Is that what you call it?
No, it's just called the Bulgari Aluminium.
Bulgari aluminium watch. So I do quite like that. They have the one that I'm looking at right now has 3 more sub dials, which is the one with the chronograph. But I personally think that I've always been a fan of chronograph, but I think with a watch like this, I would like what we're seeing here with the very simple plain blue dial without all the complications of a chronograph. The only concern I have is that the bezel is it rubber?
Yeah.
Okay. So my only concern is that because the bezel is rubber, I do hope that whoever intends to buy it does try to protect the rubber because if we look at certain watches that have rubber bezels like the is it AP Oak offshore? The Royal Oak offshore from AP. There's also the rubber on the bezel area. So there is the
rubber bezel, yeah.
Yeah, so the concern is that if we do bang too much or if it chips off, that whole rubber thing will have to be swapped out. So, but this is thinking ahead. But in terms of going forward in the corporate direction of Bulgari, I think they really need to explore something sporty, and I think it's a great direction. I like the whole blue thing, and maybe hopefully they might come up with one that has black and white. Yeah, that's what I would hope for them to come up with.
And just to go back to your Breitling topic, Y2K, Mason says he likes his Navitimer A23322 with his printed gold wings logo. Looks better than the applied wings logo.
And to answer Meeson 1, I agree because especially if you're Breitling fans, and if you're looking at all the when I was going back to look at all the Breitling advertisements, and all the materials, the marketing materials, all of the materials from all the different Breitlings always had the wings, because sometimes the fans does associate it with aeronautical terms. So in time, it will take a bit of adjustment. Like the one thing that made me buy this watch was because my AD is a young guy, very intelligent actually. And I was telling him like, we will look at, I was thinking about diver watches from, where Thomas would call it the Rolly diver, the Rolly divers. Yeah, because when we buy watches, sometimes I'm guilty of it also. I'm guilty of it. We think about, maybe we can get some, when I resell it, I can get some money. It's normal if you think that way, because everybody who goes down that route always think about somewhere, somehow, maybe at some point you want to give it up and okay, I'll sell it and I'll get some money from it. So he made, the AD guys made a comment and said that if you go everywhere in Asia and Singapore, at least most middle-aged men would at least have a Rolex. But if you wear something like a Breitling or, a Bulgari, okay, or Cartier, okay, it's very different. Or Breitling, you're actually very different from them. So that statement actually, hit a very strong chord with me and like told me, you know what, why don't you just buy what you want instead of thinking about always, it has to have some kind of like resale value. Stop thinking about resale value. Think about what you want. So actually that really struck a chord with me, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take the plunge and get this one. Because at the end of the day, when I have a habit of taking pictures with the full-length mirror in the AD to see how, from head to toe, how in any kind of outfit you're wearing, whether you're wearing jeans, a polo tee, or a dress shirt, how you would look with that timepiece. at that point I said, yeah, that's really what I really want. So I just went with this. Yeah. Off
that-
topic a bit there. Okay, I'll
That
get
should
back
be
to
your
you now.
that should be your philosophy anyway. Buy what you like, and not what other people like.
Exactly.
Absolutely, watch.
Because not every watch is your cup of tea, and that's what makes this watch collection so interesting. You know, there's so many different varieties of watches out there to choose from, and obviously your choice of watch is not going to be my choice of watch, and my choice of watch is not going to be your choice of watch. So just let the heart, your heart will tell you. So
Absolutely, Watch Apprentice.
Yeah, buy what you love and love what you buy.
yeah, exactly, 100%, Thomas.
So just bring up our penultimate watch, which is labeled as an orange dial, and for him. But this looks a bit more pastel pink to me. This is the Oris Pro Pilot X. We're using the caliber 400 titanium case, 100 meters water resistant, 120 hours power reserve. It's got a seatbelt style clasp. Not one for me, to be honest with you. I think this is geared more towards it's 39 mil, so I think it's geared more towards women, this one, to be honest with you. £3,500. I don't know what you think of this one.
No, it just looks it just says Aquaterra to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me as well. I think the same thing. When you said Aquaterra, I was like, yeah, that's exactly an Aquaterra, but you remove the Omega and you put Oris there. So
Yeah, exactly, mate. The different colors. Yeah.
yeah, and I don't know the pastel orange or pastel pink, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it as well. This color.
It's an acquired taste for me, but I would miss it. Number one, because the price of this watch in this series of the Pro Pilot, it costs about 6,400 Singapore dollars, and I would give Oris credit for creativity to a certain degree, that they're willing to explore the multiple. I call it the multiple color. You know, there was a while where you guys mentioned the Aquaterra and all those, they started going to multicolor, and suddenly everybody was like, I'll do multicolored watches. But really, I think that Oris is doing fine. In fact, I would prefer the Pro Pilot X Caliber 115 from Oris, which is the skeleton version. I don't know if you guys know about that one. Yeah.
No, for me, with just digressing a bit with the Omega, the Saffron Omega Aquaterra, it would be the one for me.
Right, really.
The Saffron dial.
Saffron.
Yeah, this is not for me. This one, Thomas.
Is the saffron? I'm trying to think what color saffron is.
Reddish a little bit.
Is
like
it the Aquaterra shades?
Reddy brown. It's I can't explain it, Thomas. when the show finishes, just pop on and have a look at the Saffron Aquaterra.
It's like Salmon Dial, is it? Watch Apprentice.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Okay, one last one, which I thought is a mainstream brand we all know, Tudor. And I thought that a white dial was quite summery. And I thought this one, if I can make it bigger, can't seem to. But the Black Bay 41 GMT with the opaline dial, one of Tudor's most popular bezel designs, the Pepsi bezel, and soft winding MT 5652 caliber with 70 hours power reserve and 200 meters water resistant. I think this is a really nice watch. This is one of my favorite of the Tudor GMTs in this white dial. I think it looks lovely. £3,590. But yeah, this isn't necessarily budget watch, but it's affordable. What are your opinions on Tudor, guys?
I personally, Thomas, you know, I love, you know how much I love you. I love you to bits. I'm not really a great fan of Tudor, and when I look at this watch, it just reminds me of Rolex, the Pepsi GMT.
Yeah.
The price of this watch is, yeah, you can't grumble the price. But I look at Tudor, and when I ever look at Tudor, all I see is Rolex, and I can't get that out of my head. And the other thing that really annoys me a little bit is the size of the hour hand. You know, does it have to be that big? You know.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Y2K and Abdul? Bad choice, good choice.
I'm a fan of Tudor. I like Tudor watches. Not all of them. This is one of my least favorite, let's say. I'm a big fan of their Black Bay line, the Divers one, the non-date versions. And but these ones, I think they're just trying to corner the market. You know, like, yeah, if you want to have a Rolex look but don't pay Rolex prices, then you can buy this watch. And I think they did great in doing so, in cornering the market that way. But for me, it doesn't do much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so this watch, I have actually went to Watches of Switzerland and did take a look at it directly. So it's actually not too bad. For actually, in retrospect, in the past 6 months to a year, Tudor has actually made a lot of improvements. It actually looks a lot better in person. Now, for those of you who are very interested, I was interested in this piece. I understand that it paints itself like all Rolex all over, but think for a second and we actually go down and check it out, because when you put the watch like on a level like this, it actually, you can see a dome shape of it. And I actually did take a picture of it with myself on it. Let me just show you how it looks on my wrist. So that's how it looks on my wrist. Just get the angle right.
Right.
So yeah, for me, I like this color configuration, but the thing that is always a but to it is the problem I have is the size of the watch. And you know me that I like chunky things. So obviously with this one, I will give credit that it has a very nice feel to it. The shape is very dome-ish and everything. And the pricing is actually not too bad. But I realistically feel that Tudor fans should actually check this out, because they cannot appreciate as much as I cannot appreciate as much as they do, but I think that they might actually quite like this one, because this is how I feel that it looks wonderful on its own. Let me get the angle right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually very beautiful. You know, from a distance, it's actually much more unique, because you see over from the 2 to the 6 here. Yes, the 2 to the 6 here. Now, at certain angles, it turns black. You know, it's not full blue. It's actually a bit more really like dark navy blue. So here actually it starts to go into a very black, it turns dark, like black from a certain angle. And if you're very observant, you'll notice that it actually changes the color. So for those of you who have not seen it, I would ask you to go down to get it, try it on and take a look, because I think that is actually quite interesting that the thing changes to black color. So if you look at it from the 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, not 6 o'clock, 12 to 6,
yeah.
Yes, the bezel, it slowly turns a shade of black, you know, from either from left to right or right to left at 180 degrees from 18 and 6. So it's actually something very interesting, and it's very light. That's the key thing. And I personally find that for those who actually do not want to like spend a lot of money and you still want to have a very good GMT, this is something that you can actually consider. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Tudor as well. Yeah. But
no, we
go
didn't
ahead,
have
Thomas.
we didn't have any Aquaterras on the list. So we mentioned the Rolex OPs and the Aquaterras earlier on, but they were really affordable well, we're not really in the affordable territory now, but we're in semi-affordable, but we didn't mention them because we started off with cheaper watches. Tudor, Red Shovel of shopping for Tudor at Harrods. My favorite submarine watch that I like is a Planet Ocean white dial bezel, less affordable but nice. Love it. I love the white dial with the orange bezel, that Planet Ocean. It's great, Mason. It's a really nice watch. And hi, JCB. Great to see you, my friend.
JCB.
ATV.
Hey, GCB, hope you're doing well.
Hope you're doing good, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you.
Just Chili Badger. They've got wanted posters pinned up in Harrods. Wanted Red Shovel.
So I'll just.
So what are you wearing, Thomas? What are you wearing today?
I'm wearing my. I've got my Zenith A384 on a new grey suede strap.
Wow, nice.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice, mate. Lovely.
Really cool one.
Thomas, you're very in sync with your colors today. You know, your dressing, your shirt, the strap.
Your headphones near enough matches your strap. Thomas.
Yeah. Watch Apprentice. It's all very
Yeah.
matchy today, Thomas.
He's become a fashion guru, not just a watch expert and
Be
a
careful now.
walking encyclopedia on watches.
I
He's
agree
a
with you,
fashion
Watch
guru.
Apprentice. In secret, Thomas is also a fashionista.
He's Y2K. He's wearing the Lyland Scott polo. Yeah. When I met him, he wore the Fred Perry. Sorry, the Fred Perry.
Fred Perry. Wow,
Yeah.
Thomas, your stock just went up
Yeah.
5 notches in my list.
He's not just an expert in watches. He's a fashion guru.
Yeah.
I'm impressed, Thomas. I'm very impressed.
Share this video of. Where's my mouse now? Connection lost. Connected. This video of D's. This is from D Time Love Show, and this is going to be the new summer watch show. BQ Watches on the 2nd and 3rd of September, sponsored by Elliot Brown Watches. And there's going to be lots of different stuff going on there. Duckworth Prospects are going to be there. Squall, as you can see. Out of Order that we showed earlier on. Chrome Caliber watch winders. All sorts of things. But yeah, it's going to be lots of different watches on show there. These AK Atawak ones, the
Cased in time.
Based in Time. Yeah, all sorts. So if you want to get your tickets for that, you can go to, I think it's www.bqevents.co.uk and just look up the events. There you go, www.bqevents.co.uk. And yeah, it should be a great show. So I just thought I'd play that for D. If anybody wants to go to that event, it should be a good one.
Looks really cool.
And Chili's saying Oh, might be able to come to the speaking show this time. Yeah, do Chile. It's great. I mean, we had a great time, didn't we, Watch Apprentice?
Yeah, fantastic. And not just the event, but meeting these people. That's how I met Thomas Burnett and Red Shovel, Jamie Opulence, but to name a few, Dodger, and the list goes on. And these guys were all fantastic guys. And these people are in our chat, and to meet them in person was an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it's more of a social event than just a
Exactly.
It's a chance to
Exactly. And some good brands as well, These independents, they need they need looking into these independents, because there's some fantastic independent brands out there and micro brands that you've not even heard of.
Absolutely. Hi JJ, good to see you, my friend.
Hey, JJ.
Good to see you, Junior Johnson.
Hi JJ.
Yeah, like what Japan was saying, it's I can't recommend watch shows enough in general. I know Abdul's been to quite a few, and but the BQ event was a great chance to catch up with. If you're based in the UK, that is a great chance to catch up with fellow watch enthusiasts that you see on YouTube that you haven't met yet and you want to hook up with, and so www.bqevents.co.uk and book yourself a ticket. Okay guys, I think that's the end for today. So we've rounded up a few watches, and that's it. So I'd like to say thank you very much to the Watch Apprentice for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Lovely to meet you both. Abdul and you too, Kay.
Lovely to meet you as well.
Always welcome.
Abdul. Yeah, thank you for Abdul as always. And Y2K, thank you for joining us. Which way am I pointing?
Abdul, and thank you for sticking out because I know you wanted to. You had a dinner date and you wanted to get away, but thank you for sticking with us.
My pleasure. Thanks, Tom, for the preparation. Great selection as always, and thanks everybody in the chat for listening to us and chatting with us.
Fantastic, Thomas. Great production.
We've got to give our host Thomas and our guests today, and for all the support in visiting, and everybody in the chat as well. Thank you so much.
Everybody in the chat, exactly, Y2K, exactly. Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
You watched, and all the guys in the chat. Great to see you.
Thank you for having me, Thomas. Abdul.
Oh, so
pleasure.
Pleasure. So we'll see you next time, guys. Until next time, take care.
Until next time.
Take care. Have a great weekend, everyone. Great weekend.
Take care, guys.